A federal judge signaled Monday he's in no hurry to rule on whether the House's new rules allowing lawmakers to skip votes but pick a designated voter to speak for them are legal. Judge Rudolph Contreras said he'll hold a hearing July 24, with briefs to be filed in the weeks between now and then. That's more than a month later than the June 19 hearing requested by House Republicans, who sued last week to stop Speaker Nancy Pelosi's new voting scheme. It also puts the hearing beyond the 45-day window Pelosi has authorized designated voting, so unless she renews the idea, it could be a dead issue by that time. The House Republicans had warned the judge in their motion for a speedy hearing. Allowing the initial 45-day period to expire without a decision from this court would raise difficult questions of mootness and potentially deprive plaintiffs of relief from their ongoing injuries, with enormous implications for our constitutional structure. He was not swayed. Democrats say the designated voter idea is needed because the corona makes it unsafe for some members to return to Washington. Rather than shut down business or act without those members, Pelosi came up with a plan to let them assign their vote by proxy to another lawmaker who will be present. The Democrats said in their brief to the court. The voting procedures in House Resolution 965 for members who cannot be physically present but who have directed others to cast votes for them in specific and binding terms advance vital public health and safety imperatives and serve national needs. As of Monday, 84 letters assigning proxies had been submitted to the House clerk, and 74 of them are still listed as active. The House conducted business under the proxy voting system last week, passing a massive bill that Republicans have declared dead in the Senate. GOP lawmakers had urged Judge Contreras to move speedily, saying that any action the House takes at this point under proxy voting is suspect, and could be called into question later, creating a legal mess. Pelosi says courts traditionally have deferred to Congress to write its own rules, and she said she expects that to happen this time, too. One Nation said Tuesday it would spend $27.3 million on television and radio advertising this summer in 6 states where Republicans are looking to keep their seats in the Senate. The nonprofit, which is aligned with Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, will begin the ad campaign later this month and target Arizona, Colorado, Iowa, Maine, Montana and North Carolina. Incumbent Republican senators facing Democratic challengers in these states include Sens. Martha McSally of Arizona, Cory Gardner of Colorado, Joni Ernst of Iowa, Susan Collins of Maine, Steve Daines of Montana and Tom Tillis of North Carolina. Stephen Law, One Nation president, said in a statement, "As our country faces unprecedented challenges, One Nation will be advocating for common-sense policies to protect families and communities, help struggling workers and businesses, and support our front-line health care professionals. If we can work together and not play partisan games, we'll be able to get through this crisis and help Americans get back on their feet." One Nation will begin its ad buys in 3 states on June 23, including $5.3 million in Iowa, $3.9 million in Montana and $10.2 million in North Carolina. In July, One Nation will kickstart ad buys in Colorado where it will spend $2.6 million and in Maine where it will spend $1.9 million. One Nation's $3.3 million ad buy in Arizona begins in August.